Hi everyone. In this video, we will learn how to use SQL with Python. As you are aware that if you are doing data analytics or data science, database management becomes a central skill that is required for all purposes. Because when you are dealing with large amount of data, your Excel is not going to cut through and you will be requiring some database or the other. Not just that, even when you're dealing with dynamic data with changes, such as user who inputs his name and his details in your database, live data, all these things they require databases. So now the most common database of them all is SQL. Now SQL has various variations in it. Okay, there is your SQL Lite, which is the simplest form of SQL. Then there are your SQL, MySQL server, then there is PostgreSQL, and then there are databases, Oracle, Sybase, etc. So Python supports all of these databases. Okay, a separate module is required for you to install for each of these. Now let's talk a little bit about SQL. SQL is called Structured Query Language. Okay, that is the full form of it, and it stores data in the form of tables. There are four basic things you can do with SQL tables. That is, you select data from the table, insert data into the table, update the data inside the table, and delete the data in the table. Now, this is pretty obvious, but these four words, select, insert, update, and delete, they are your four keywords or key queries that you have to write in SQL. Now we will be using SQLite 3. Why? Because it stores data in one file. It's easy to share. It is built in your Python module. You don't need to install it separately. And for the purpose of data and analyzing data, SQLite is okay. If you are running a server and if you want to have users working on that server and all, then I suggest you go for MySQL or some other SQL for version that is there. You can learn the other variations of SQL with slight variation in the actual syntax. So now before moving into how Python integrates with SQL, let us spend 5 minutes in learning the basic SQL queries. Okay? So as I said that SQL stores data in the form of tables. Okay? So now here in this let's take an example of a table that stores contact details. Okay, you want to first create a table that stores a name, phone number, email ID, and location of a person. Okay, so first you have to create that table. Basic syntax for creating table is create table name, then column 1 data type 1, column 2 data type 2, column 3 data type 3. What does this mean? Let's see that with an example. Okay, so in the case of a contacts table, okay, create a table called contacts. Okay, column 1 data type 1, column 1 is name, data type is text. Column 2 data type 2, column 2 is phone, data type is integer. Column 3 data type 3, that is column 3 is email, data type is text. And in this we have got column 4 also, like you can have as many columns in a table. So column 4 data type 4 is location and text. Okay, note that an SQL query always ends with a semicolon. Okay, so now this is your basic syntax for creating a table. Okay, your column and data type needs to be inserted. Apart from text, integer, you have got float. Then for larger numbers you've got long int or long integer. And for yeah, I think these are the main data types that you need to remember. Okay, now we learned how to create a table. Now let's insert some values inside the table. So inserting data in the table, your basic syntax is insert into table name. Now which columns you want to insert. So if your table has 10 columns and you want to insert only 3, then you just enter 3 out here. And if your table has 3 columns and if you're entering all, then you can straight away insert the values. okay, in that order. Now if your table has 3 columns and they are in a specific order 1 2 3, and you want to enter the values in a separate order, you can change the order of these column 1, column 2, column 3 brackets that are there in the order in which you are entering the data, and then you enter the values value 1, value 2, value 3, each corresponding to their respective columns. Okay, if this is very complex, it's not really, it's very simple. Let's see our example. Now the thing here is that if you're entering a text value which we have in our table, in our table name, email ID and location are text, remember, then those values should be in quotation. So here, insert into contacts name, phone, email, location. Now contacts is your table name, phone, email, location are column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, and then the respective values of each, that is Janak, some number, email and location Mumbai. Now if you remember, I told you the text value should be in quotations. That is why Janak, the email ID and Mumbai is in quotations. Now I had put quotations here in the email ID, but I think this PowerPoint has automatically converted into some kind of a link, which is why it's gone. But quotations should be there even where the email ID is there. Okay, so this is your inserting data in the table. Pretty simple, straightforward. Keep in mind that here there are 4 columns. I'm inserting all the 4 values in the exact same order. So if I'm doing that, I can also let go of this bracket where I'm specifying the column names and straight away do insert into contacts values and these 4 things, because they are in the exact same order. So keep that in mind. And now once we have created a table, once we have inserted data in the table, now we have to select data from a table. Okay, so select is your next thing. So basic syntax to select, we are going to see the basic syntax to select everything from a table, to select only 5 rows from a table, to order the rows that have been selected, and to select only one column of the table, all the rows of only one column of the table. So let's see that syntax. Select star from table name. Star means all. Okay, so select all from table name. That is your basic syntax. Okay, so select star from contacts, which means it'll print out all the rows of this table contacts. Select star from table name, limit 5. Okay, so what it does is star also means all columns. Okay, so select star from table name limit 5 means what? That select all columns from the table name, but limit the rows to 5. Okay, select star from table name order by column. Okay, so that means that you select all the columns, all the rows from the table name, but you need to order them by uh, order by name or order by place or order by phone number, anything. So if it is a text, it will order it alphabetically, and if it is a number, it will order it in ascending order. Okay, so that is that. If you want descending, then you have to do order by D, E, S, C and then column. Okay, so that is that. Now select column from table name. This is instead of selecting star from table name, where you're selecting all columns and all rows, you're selecting a particular column from the table name. It means that you're just want, let's say I want to print out all the email IDs from the table. So I'll do select email from contacts. That's how it is. So this is your select statement. Very easy and very basic. Star means all rows, all columns. Star with a limit means all columns but limited rows. Star and order by will order the rows by whichever column you prefer, and that is alphabetically or numerically depending on the column. And select column from table name will select only that particular column from the table name. If you want to select more than one column from a table name, you can do that. Select column 1, column 2, column 3 from table name. If the table has 30 columns and you just want 3 columns, you can do that too. So that is that. Now this was a basic syntax. Now I'll just show you a couple of examples based on our contacts table example. So select star from contacts. This is going to select everything in the table, all columns, all rows. Select email from contacts. I'm going to select the email IDs. It's going to select all the email IDs that are there, and if you print it out, obviously it's going to display it, right? So this is your basic SQL queries. Okay, I hope you've understood this, because now if you see the initial thing from select, insert, update and delete, we have learned insert, how to insert values in a table. We have also learned select. Update and delete we'll learn in due course when we start work on Spider with Python. So our next video is going to talk about all of these statements but in Python. Okay, the syntax is going to be very similar, so that's why I had to explain you basic structure of SQL queries. We'll be using this, and we'll be creating a database in our Python, the same contacts database, and we'll be working out there. So see you in the next video.